Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk to you about the Help movie. I watched this movie. It did skip. This one was from the library. Unfortunately, it did skip. And what I liked about this movie is I really liked the character Skeeter, obviously, and the actors were really well played. I did like this movie. They didn't have my favorite scene in this movie, which kind of is upsetting. I every time I have a book to movie adaptation, I want to see my favorite scene. I want it in there, and that's it. Like, yes, this one is not as outlandish as some of the other ones I watched, and I went into this really expecting to love it. There was some parts I think was exaggerated more in the book, or it was more drama in the book, because there was the scene with the congregation, and I just felt like that one was like a little too flat. Like it went by like really fast. Like they're betting on stuff, like food items and stuff. Oh, this is the best dress. This is the best cook and stuff like that. And she, one of the characters, like kind of um, like wants to be a part of this community of white girls and stuff, so she tries a little too hard, and it's just really the movie kind of portrayed it like less than, because in my mind it was like this big thing, and it was really like, yeah, all the characters really stood out in my mind, and it was not only one like not only the white characters were good to each other and good to the black people, and there were like two white characters that were really good. But in this movie, they had a little bit of a weird thing. Like, number one, the whole big dinner thing, which I forgot her name, but which was for Minnie. I just didn't understand that. That's not even in the book. Why would you put it in the book? Okay, she's not going to lose her job. You're not going to lose your job. You're going to stay here forever. And here's a big freaking meal because, like, I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. It wasn't in the book at all. And yeah, I just don't understand that. Another thing I did watch is about how white representative people, and I am white myself, I know, but this book kind of has a white main character who's a kind of a hero, but I don't know if she's really a hero per se, because a lot of people are still in danger. Like, it was in the book, they were still in trouble. They were going to be in trouble. There was going to be police involved. There was going to be a lot of commotion about this, you know, book and everything. And basically, I forgot her name. Um, One of the other main characters right here, I forgot her name right now, but because she's not really my favorite main character of the book either, but she does take care of children, like the children of the white families and stuff, and she kind of tells the story at first as well, and stuff like that. It's a really good, touchy and drama film. Like, I think it's a really good drama. Like, the production is really good, and I think that this movie just kind of expresses much more than, like, I feel like this movie. I don't know. I feel like this movie would have been really well if I hadn't read the book. I don't know why, because I feel like it would have, like, I would have cried much more scenes, but I cried, like, legit. There's one part of the movie that really pissed me off, and that was Skeeter's mom. The mom, spoiler alert, has cancer in the book, and she is not really revealed until pretty much the end when we find out about her the mom's help black woman who raises Skeeter and finds out what happened to her and stuff. So that kind of pissed me off. I was like, oh, so we already know you have cancer. We just mad because you had cancer. What the F? Like, seriously? What the F? Nobody is going to be mad because you have cancer. That's ridiculous, movie. So, yeah, I just didn't like that part. Another part I didn't like was with the slave daughter, not slave, the help's daughter, the one girl, I forgot her name, Georgina, I think. Her daughter is like black. In the book, it's like her daughter is white. She Yeah, her daughter came out white, and of course, she didn't want racism to occur because black people would probably think it's weird that a black person had a white baby, and vice versa. With a white person that had a black baby, you know, they would hide it, obviously, and that's in the society. Yes, that's probably true. A black person would probably hide a white baby. So then Probably. So she sold the baby to another person to live. And then the baby grows up, obviously, and comes to visit her mom. But she walks in like she's a regular white person, and she's saying that she's black. And it's hilarious. So hilarious because it's like stereotypical. Because, would a white person, like, I also didn't believe that in the book as well, because even though I rated it 5 stars, it's an amazing book. Go pick it up. But I think the reason why, like, that was really an important thing, I think, in the book. And they really just said, okay, make her black. And make the whole family love her. And I'm like, and know about her. I'm like, huh? What? That doesn't even make sense. How the heck? I mean, they were rushing the storyline, and I think it's a good movie for people who haven't read The Help. I mean, it's a good movie if you haven't read The Help. But if you have read The Help, there are some parts that I was like, oh, this is my favorite. Like, there was one part where Minnie gets, like, they didn't really show how an abusive husband is because Minnie gets abusive husband. We have her person who she works for, her employer. She has had abortions, like, and is suffering through that, trying to get a baby, and also trying to fit in with the other white people that live in the city. We have Rita, or not Rita, Skeeter, who is trying to pursue journalism, and obviously that screams Rory from Gilmore Girls, but she is trying to pursue journalism or being an author or a novelist or whatever. So I think that she's really strong, and she goes to college and stuff. So it's kind of interesting that the movie kind of didn't. It was interesting how, like, it was filmed really well, the acting was amazing, but I think, like, the overall story, some of the parts that were my favorites definitely got cut out. cut out. So like, and some of the parts also, like when Minnie meets the owner's husband, like that's totally different. Like he's not driving behind her and saying, "Oh my God, nice to meet you." No, oh, you know, I know you work for my wife because she told me. Like, really? 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 Okay. She told you about all the miscarriages and everything, and you understand completely now. You're a man. You want a baby. You do not understand. So, yeah. Whereas in the book, he meets her and he knows that she is there because of the improved cooking, but he has a gun with her. She's freaked out because she doesn't know what the F is going to happen to her. And it's so much more drama. So I would highly recommend the book, and sadly but surely not the movie. Now, the movie, I do think that if you want to watch the movie, you can, but I wouldn't really necessarily think it's the best movie because of the actors are stellar performances from the actors, but there's a lot of differences in the book and movie, and there's a lot of controversial things because of the heroic white woman right here for Miss Skeeter. But I don't know. I mean, I liked it, but I liked it mainly for the acting, and I like to see the different, I guess, actresses and actors that I knew in this film, which was really amazing, and I love when that happens. I think my favorite character in this movie is probably the mom of, what's her name? F. For hold on. I forgot her name, but she's right here. I forgot her name. I think it's Shilly. Um, hold on. Cast. Come on. Not Cecilia. It was Hilly. Hilly. Her mom was hilarious, and I absolutely loved her mom. So yes, and stuff like that, and obviously, just really, really good stellar performance. But I still, obviously, I want my favorite parts in the movie. So yeah, it's a very flawed review, but other than that, I think it was a pretty stellar performance. And I highly recommend you check out the book The Help. That's really good, and do it on audiobook because it's just amazing and stuff. And I hope you have a great rest of the day. In the comments, write down below what your favorite book to movie adaptation is, and maybe whether you agree with me or not. And be sure to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!